What you are about to hear is highly classified.
And welcome back to Zone 4, everyone. I'm Brant Fowler, aka the Gonzo Goose, one of the co-hosts of the Zone 4 podcast and co-owner of ComicRelated.com, back with another Marvel Now review. This time I'm looking at Avengers number 2. And I really enjoyed the first issue, so I wanted to try this one out more. This one is still, of course, written by Jonathan Hickman with art by Jerome Opena. And I will say that the cover by Dustin Weaver and Justin Ponser is absolutely stunning. Love it. That cover is amazing. But the story in this particular issue, unfortunately, degrades down into the tried and true, oh, who are we going to have on the team? Let's go through the list kind of format that we've seen countless times with various, relaunches with Justice League and Avengers and other books as well, Justice Society. So that was kind of disappointing that the bulk of this issue was that kind of story. Just going through the computer files saying, oh, well, we want older members mixed in with the new members, but we want to push the limits, blah, blah, blah. What about this guy I called, and he's not interested, or this guy's not available. It was that whole kind of thing, and it's a really boring story device. Fortunately, they did mix it with a couple of good things. First of all, we got to learn more about the origin and the history of Ex Nihilo and Abyss and Aleph. And I don't want to give too much away, but basically Aleph, the destructive robot, is part of this ancient race of beings that would raise worlds and try to remake them. And they would carry these little, I guess they were eggs with these little babies in them, and it would be like a balance kind of thing. And this particular Aleph carried the eggs of Abyss and Ex Nihilo, which was kind of odd seeing them break out of the little eggs, because the way that Ex Nihilo looked, basically his grown-up form is just a gold dude walking around naked. So that was kind of disturbing. And not to mention that if he is naked, he's missing certain aspects of his being. So anyway, yeah, that was odd. But so yeah, it was. We did get to learn about that, but it was basically Ex Nihilo standing there narrating his origin to his captives, while the Hulk looked on dumb, which I still hate the way that Opena draws the Hulk, because he looks like an idiot. I mean, he looks like the guy from the cover of Mad Magazine. Really, he does. It's not pretty. So, story-wise, it was, it was kind of what I feared. I'm not a huge fan of Jonathan Hickman's work anyway. And even though I did like the first issue and where they were going with it, and I liked the idea of expanding the cast beyond what we've known before and putting some of these upper level characters into it, it was just, this issue was really boring, actually. The only high spot in it was when they were trying to recruit Cannonball and Sunspot, or as they call them in the books, Sam and Bobby by their actual names. The two of them are sitting on the beach, and Cannonball's like, you'll never guess who just called. And, Sunspot's basically ignoring him, and then he's like, yeah, Wolverine just called, and Sunspot's like, tell him no, we're not doing it, we're retired, we're relaxing, we're not joining back up. And then he said, no, you don't get it. Wolverine called, and then he put Captain America on the line. They want us to be part of the Avengers. And Bobby pauses and says, I'm in. He's like, but you just said we're retired. He said, that was about the X-Men. this is the Avengers. We're doing this. So, that was a cool moment. I'm a fan of Cannonball and Sunspot anyway from the early days of X-Force. So, it's good to see those two characters get the and that's something that they played on too. Bobby Sunspot was like, it's time for us to get the spotlight that we deserve. We're these top tier characters. We should be, in the limelight like that and stuff. So it was a fun little exchange with them. But that was really the bright spot of the entire issue, sadly. Like I said, it was interesting learning about Aleph and Ex Nihilo and Abyss, but not to the point where it saved the issue from that boring, stale, oh, let's have this guy on the team, let's have that guy on the team, blah, blah, blah. And I hated the way that Opena drew Captain Marvel, or, Carol Danvers. No, I did not like his depiction of her at all. Well, of course, I don't like this new depiction of her in general in the Marvel Universe. But anyway, so this issue, it drops down for me. Just because I had fun with Bobby and Sunspot, and because I'm still curious to where this is gonna go with these new members and everything. I'm still interested, so I'll give it a 3 out of 5. But it definitely is a major step down from the first issue, and it kind of has me concerned about the series in general, as long as Hickman's writing. So we'll see. That's pretty much all there is really to say about this issue. So that's going to do me for this review. I'll be back with you shortly for another one. And watch all the other reviews here on Zone 4. Check out the samples that we've been putting up for the episodes of the podcast each week. Check out my reviews over on Dark Avenger Inc. as well. And this week is episode 197 of Zone 4, our holiday edition, so check that out as well. Comic related for all your comic news. And everybody have a Merry Christmas. Talk to you later. Thanks for watching.
Swinging on a little thread, shooting spider webs from his hands. On the streets of New York City, he steps out to make a stand. He's Spider-Man.
This has been a Gonzo Goose production.